Imagine this. The Earth suddenly shakes, buildings tremble, the ground ripples like water, and in just a few seconds, an earthquake releases more energy than thousands of nuclear bombs. So here's a crazy question. Could we capture that energy and use it? Because if we could, earthquakes might become the most powerful energy source on Earth. But physics has other plans. First, let's understand how absurdly powerful earthquakes are. A magnitude 7 earthquake releases roughly 2 trillion joules of energy. That's about the same energy as 500,000 tons of TNT. Enough to power a city for days. So why aren't scientists building earthquake power plants? The problem isn't the amount of energy. The problem is control. Earthquakes happen deep underground, sometimes 10 to 70 kilometers below the surface. The energy spreads in every direction, through rock, through soil, through entire continents. By the time those vibrations reach the surface, most of the energy is already lost as heat and friction inside the Earth, and the rest arrives as chaotic shaking. Imagine trying to charge your phone by attaching it to a randomly shaking table during a storm. That's basically what harvesting earthquake energy would look like. In theory, you could install giant underground generators that convert seismic vibrations into electricity. But there's a problem. They would have to survive the very thing they're harvesting, which is like building a wind turbine inside a hurricane. And even if you could build them, earthquakes are unpredictable. You might wait 50 years for one big enough to produce useful energy. That's not exactly a reliable power grid, so ironically, the planet releases enormous energy during earthquakes, but almost all of it disappears into shattered rock, heat, and moving tectonic plates. But here's the truly strange part. Scientists are actually studying something related. Not capturing earthquakes, but creating tiny controlled ones. Because if we can trigger micro-earthquakes safely, we might one day unlock energy from deep geothermal heat, which means the future of earthquake energy might not come from stopping earthquakes, but from learning how to whisper to the planet instead of shaking it.